Hi and welcome to the Carnivore Chronicle channel again. I'm Andrea and this channel is about my journey to heal not one but actually 3 incurable diseases, 2 of which technically fatal. This is going to be a short update on my blood work. I got part of my blood work back yesterday after a week on a lion diet and following Dr. Seyfried's protocol. And the results are stunning, really stunning. One of my diseases was a DNA mutation called Janus Kinase 2, shortly called JAK2. It creates a problem in your bone marrow, whereas your blood cells, like white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets, are expressed wrongly. That in time creates blood clots and a lot of problems with all your blood and immune system, obviously. A few months ago, my blood work, my hemogram, kind of sucked. I had lots of dots everywhere, and my hematologist was pretty worried, so he did more tests after I went carnivore, and the tests were starting to get better. Well, this time, I have almost 0 effects of the JAK2 mutation. My hemogram has not one asterisk. All my values, everything is in value. And there's another stunning result that I have never had in my life. Since I was a very healthy, quote-unquote, kid, I suffered from Megaloblastic Anemia. So that means that the red blood cells are bigger than usual, and therefore the oxygen doesn't flow right. You don't have the right amount of iron and a lot of other things. I don't go into detail because this is a fast update, but my red series is unbelievable. My corpuscular volume of the cells within range is up to 100. I've always had it over 100. It didn't matter how many supplements I would take, how many folates, B vitamins, iron, it didn't matter what I took. I think the best I've had since carnivore was, I would usually always be 102, 103. There are 95 now, so like a healthy person. I have a healthy person blood work in that regard. I have only one value that is still higher than usual, but not that much, and that is amazing. Even my platelets and platelet size is all back to normal. Just like 3 weeks ago, they were still out. This is fantastic. The other thing I wanted to point out is that I have severe kidney disease, and the one sad thing about this test is that despite the improvement all over my blood work, my kidney function has lowered still. It's at 48 right now. Let me give you a little overview. The kidneys are the ones responsible for how many hormones are in your blood, how many of the electrolytes are recovered, flushed out, taken, redone. Like the kidneys literally decide what goes where in the body. It takes it all, decides what needs what, sends it out, or flushes it out in your urine. When they don't work, one of the biggest problems about having kidney failure is a complete electrolyte imbalance, which of course can give you heart attacks and tons of other issues, because if the rest of the body doesn't get the electrolytes, you're kind of screwed. But now listen to this. Oh, and another reason why they tell people that are in kidney failure not to fast is because the assumption is that fasting puts strain on the kidney that need to work more, and then your electrolyte imbalance worsens. So I'll show you very fast what I do in my fasting days. Not that I'm a pro, I did it twice, but I'll show you what I do for that. So one of the things I've been doing, having the kidneys so destroyed, can be pretty dangerous if I get an electrolyte imbalance. So what I am doing, I take these. These are trace minerals. I used to have them in the States, and thank God we can find them here in Europe too, because I seriously believe these are fantastic. What I do, because I need a lot and I hate taking them, I think they're the most disgusting thing there is, but I do a shot, some 6-7 drops at a time. Fill this. Cheers. That's where I think they're disgusting, but they work. They're the best. Like literally, if you want something that as clean as it gets, this is just just electrolytes. Plus, it has something else. It doesn't have just sodium, magnesium, and potassium. It also has chloride, sulfate, and boron, which is quite an extra. And if you look at the price for this, I mean, I'm sorry, but there's nothing that competes out there for these, because they're kind of priced, but they last like 10 times longer than any other elements. And when I fast, or when I need more, or when I'm extremely fatigued, because that's the biggest side effect of my illness, I take a shot of those, and within like 15-20 minutes I start feeling a hell of a lot better, which for me is important. so that is my trick, and that's the only thing that I complement. But the thing is, I don't do that usually when I don't fast, or maybe I do it if I'm very tired. I do it once a day, because those electrolytes are intense and I need my body to heal, not to give it all the stuff. I don't need to supplement it with anything. And here's the proof. My biochemistry is unbelievable. My albumin, sodium, potassium, chlorine, calcium, and CK. I have to tell you, I have no idea what CK is right now. I didn't look it up. Whatever, they're all into range. My sodium, despite the fact that it's the only thing I actually supplement every single day, I took little pinches of Celtic salt. My sodium is 139. If there was anything, it's on the lower side. So screw all those doctors that say that you can't fast if you are in kidney disease or getting close to kidney failure, because these results show that my body is doing everything it needs. Obviously my creatinine, that is very high, but my albumin is actually in range, which on its own is stunning. So yes, this was a quick update. Medically, my fasting, despite being close to kidney failure, is creating really good results. So my kidneys are still not healing, are still not going in the direction I would like them to go, but the rest of my body is healthy. Everything else in my body is healthy, and I have proof of that. Everything is working, and that was my main goal. I need my body to work so that it puts less strain on the kidneys. And the Lion diet, the clean diet, is, I think, healing my guts. When I started carnivore, my IBS went away by 80%. I was someone that was suffering daily. I did not have a day without flare-up. And since I went carnivore, that improved literally 80% straight. That was actually quite fast, but it never went better. I always had that 20%. I would have short flare-ups here and there, moments where things were not exactly, they're not okay. And I was wondering, but I'm on the Lion diet, I've had some really weird stuff, moments of feeling fantastic, and moments of severe gut pain, like I had glass coming through. It could be oxalates, oxalate crystals from detoxing, because I'm zero oxalate on the Lion diet, but I have no other choice. That could be it. It's still inflaming it. Or it could be the healing process, because I'm discovering something really, really, really profound on top of all the other profound things that I'm discovering. Healing really hurts. If someone tells you otherwise, ask them how they did it. Because so far, everything I've discovered is that real healing hurts. It doesn't really hurt as you get sick, but it hurts as you get better. And I've noticed many times I've had flare-ups and then I've never had that pain again. It's almost as if it's working on a specific spot. And then suddenly it's like, okay, now it's healed. Let's move to the other spot. I don't know. It's just an idea. I'm making up stuff as I go, but science so far is supporting me. My glucose to ketone index is stunning. I never have it over 1, even after eating, when I eat only proteins, like we have these Carnivore Crisps. I'll leave you a link because they're delicious, super easy to make, and they're a fantastic source for on the go or a moment when you get hungry. And I have that a moment. I had those Carnivore Crisps, and then after about an hour I took my glucose to ketone index and it was at 1.1 again. So I'm blown away. In my test, my glucose was at 75 and I was not fasted. My non-fasting glucose is at 75. And if that's not towards healing, I don't know what it is. So I'll keep up my faith, despite my fatigue, despite everything, despite the kidneys getting worse. I'm not giving up. The results are supporting me, and if I can't do it this way, I don't know what other way I can do it, but keep watching, keep following, and please just, hold some thoughts. Remember, please, to like and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, so that I can get the message out to more people, and see you next time.